This may be the only video that I get to do of the home for you guys, considering how far along it already is. The home is in what we call stage 8 of 10. I don't know if Debbie's gone over the different stages of construction with you or not, but with our stages of construction, our superintendents are given a week to do each stage. 10 stages in total, give them 10 weeks to build the house. The kicker is when you reach stage 8, usually stage 9 and stage 10 are done in 1 week, because that's your final power and the clean of the house. So they're usually done within about a week to week and a half. So I might get another video before you guys come in for closing. I don't know yet. But if you want, I will definitely do one for you before you close. All you have to do is ask, I don't mind. But as we walk up, this is where your sidewalk's going to be located at. I walked up the driveway. They still have to come in and do your sod. Since I haven't been here to do a lot of the videos, this one may be a little lengthy. I'm going to go over a lot of stuff and why we use certain materials we do in the house and the construction practices that we do. Some of this will help with questions you guys may have at walkthrough that you may already have answered before we go to the walkthrough, which would be helpful for you. Sorry, I'm trying to get most of this clay off of my feet. Okay, one thing that we can go over while I'm trying to get the clay off my feet. Should have electrical outlets around the house. Underneath the porch they're going to look like this, but when you get around the outside of the house they're going to have a plastic cover over the outside of them, and those are waterproof electrical outlets. Looks like your septic tank is in the front yard, which we try to do most of the time, unless the county dictates otherwise, but this is the cap here. If you have anybody that needs to look in it and check it out, and everything else is the cap that leads to your septic tank, which would be roughly around right here. Maybe a little bit more over that way, I don't know, I'd have to see exactly where they put it at. Okay, you see these gaps every 4 or 5 brick here. These are called weep holes. These are required by, I think it's county code, it may be state code, to be every 3 feet in the house. And what these are is there's a gap between the brick and the house itself, roughly about that big is the gap. The brick isn't attached directly to the home. It is and it isn't, and I'll go over that in a second. But there's a gap between the actual wood that we use for the paneling around the house, which is called an oriented strand board. It looks a lot like pressed wood, but it's a considerably better material. And because of that, there can be a condensation buildup. It's fine. There's a plastic dowel wrap there's a plastic dowel wrap that wraps all the way around the outside of the house, and then there's another layer as well that runs down the outside as well, and it comes down here. If there's any potential for any condensation buildup, which is generally unusual, but it does happen from time to time because of the temperature differences between the inside and the outside of the house, the water is supposed to run out of there. This is basically an area to allow the house to breathe, because of the temperature differences between the inside and the outside of the house. And that's also what this is here. This is another area that allows the window casing to breathe because of the temperature differences between inside and outside of the house. But we'll go over that in the walkthrough process. And I wish I had been here a little bit earlier. I could have shown you the dowel wrap and walked you through that process. The material that we do use, the oriented strand board that we wrap around the house, is extremely water resistant, which is why we use that instead of plywood. Let me go ahead and wipe my feet and I'll go inside. A second, I'm trying to make sure I get all the clay off the bottom of my feet on this rug before I go in. Pretty self-evident that is your doorbell. Sorry, having one of those moments. Wow. He doesn't want to go in the... Maybe I can't get in this way. I have to go around the back of the house and get in from there. Okay, so I'll walk around. As I walk around, I'll go over a couple different things with you guys. So we walk around. This is where your cable and phone lines are run out on the outside of the house. When the cable company or satellite company that you choose comes out and hooks them up, they're going to chop this off and just connect their boxes. It's just excess wire for them. This is your electrical panel on the outside of the box. Here, I don't know if they've labeled everything yet. Yes, they have. Okay. Your range is a self-cleaning self-cleaning range when you push the button and it cleans. The only way to actually stop it from cleaning is to either let it run its cycle, which would take quite a few hours, and the temperature in there gets, I think, up to about 7,000 degrees, is to come out here and kill the power out here on the outside of the house. This is the only place to kill the heater and the air conditioning unit. I believe that may be the water heater, I'm not sure. No, the water heater's inside. This is for your heater and your air conditioning unit. This is the only place to kill the power, the main power, and then this is the main power for the entire house. Now this has a section on the bottom down here that you can lock. Do not ever lock that. You don't want to lock it for the reason that if there's ever a fire at the house and you have the fire department come out, they're going to need to kill the power to the house, and if that lock's on there, they're going to be unable to, so make sure you don't unlock that. This is the other box I was telling you about. The electrical box is what they'll look like when they're not underneath the covered porch. This is here in case you ever have to have any maintenance work done on your air conditioning unit. They want to have an outlet so they have access to do that. You have a water spigot located here, and these are your drain lines and all your lines for your outside unit that connect to the interior unit inside the house, and I'll go over that. Weep holes once again. Something that we do that not every builder does is we do continuously vented soffits all the way around the outside of the house. It's only code to do one every 6 feet, but we do that in extra ridge vents and different roof vents on the roof of the house to allow more ventilation in the roof, so you don't have to worry about any condensation buildup, which then could lead to mold in your attic, which is not a good thing. Another hose spigot you have located here on the back by your rear covered porch. Alright, let me come in here and I'll do your home, and then we can do the rest of the outside of the house on the other side. Really? Wow, I can do the deadbolt on this one, but not the bottom knob. Alright, so let me lock the deadbolt back up and try this knob. That's a no-go. Hopefully I can get into the master, we're going to be in trouble. I won't be able to do the rest of the video for you guys. Alright, get to the bottom one, can I do the deadbolt? I can, okay. So I'll come into the master, I'll go wipe my feet again on this mat over here. Okay. So I come into the master, you can see the tray ceiling, they don't have the crown molding in yet, and the ceiling fan, the master. I'll go in and do the master bath. Still got to come in and do the grout. But you've got your garden tub and your separate shower, and then you've got two separate walk-in closets, one to the left here and one to the right. Double vanity with your lights already put in above, and they're going to come in and put your mirror in. This is your water closet. Now, when you come into the water closet, first switch on the right is going to be controlling your light, but there's no power on the house yet. The secondary switch will be the exterior vent. When you come into the bathroom itself, first switch should be the lights above the double vanity. Secondary switch is usually the vent, and then this third switch is generally the one that's above the shower, which is located right there. Okay, every bedroom is braced and wired for a ceiling fan. I don't know if you guys have ceiling fans in every single room or not. First switch in every bedroom is going to be for the light. Secondary switch would be for a ceiling fan, if there is one. And there's also plenty of electrical outlets, and there's a cable outlet. I'm going to go through that as well here in the master. You've got electrical, cable, electrical, 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 and electrical as well. As we come out of the master to go to the rest of the home, this is the linen closet for the bathroom here. And that's because there's not actually room for one inside the master bath. This is your laundry room located here, which unfortunately I don't have power, so it's going to look a little bit dark. But you've got your exterior vent and your plug-in for your dryer, and then this is your washer, hot water and cold water connections. And there's also another linen closet here in the laundry room as well. There'll be 4 shelves plus the floor for storage. And then of course this is your access to the garage, which they still have to come in and take out the rest of the leftover carpet and everything. And they've got your attic access stairs installed. Actually, let me go back in the garage. A couple more things to go over in the garage. Sorry, I did not go over yet. First switch is going to be for the lights on the inside of the garage. As far as that light bulb and this light bulb here. secondary switch is generally for the light inside the attic access. We're the only builder I know that does that because Mr. Henry doesn't want you to have to get up into the attic and then worry about finding a light switch. Third light switch here should be for the carriage lights, which are the two that hang on the exterior of the garage. So that's those lights there. This is your water heater. I'm going to go over this a little bit as well. Your water heater has two separate temperature control gauges, one on the top and one on the bottom. I believe it's set at 120 degrees, which is the standard required for the county. If you guys want it a little bit warmer than that, you're more than welcome to do so. You just take these two little cover panels off, and then you can adjust the dial to make it as warm as you would like. Make sure if you do adjust it, though, that you adjust both of them. Otherwise, you're going to be counteracting each other, and they'll be fighting against each other while they're working. Another thing to keep in mind is the county dictates the temperature that we set those at, on top of the fact that they have regulators inside of every bathroom. And they do that because they don't want the water to be too hot for a kid that's running themselves a shower or a bath and actually burn themselves. So if you adjust it there and it's still not hot enough in the house, you'll have to actually take the knob off on the shower, and we'll go over that in the walkthrough, and adjust it directly behind the knob. This is your formal dining room, which you guys have tiled, and this is the light fixture. It's an upgraded light fixture. This is your view over the front porch from the dining room. Look at your prairie style windows installed. Your light switch for the dining room, the only one is located here on the right if you're looking into the dining room. We've got electrical outlet, electrical, electrical, and electrical. This is the view of the family room from the foyer / dining room area that I just walked out of. And then we'll look at the foyer view here. And then this is your den / study here, which you guys chose to do arched openings over. And in this particular room, there is an electrical outlet, but the first switches you're going to see are the ones here on the right. Like I said, first switch is going to be for the light. The secondary one would be for a ceiling fan if you choose to install one. You've got an electrical outlet, cable outlet, electrical, 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 and electrical in this particular room. As we walk back to these two bedrooms and bathrooms, you get dual switches here. One of them should control the actual lights. Actually, hang on a second, let me look at these setups here. Okay, and this is going to be the only place that you'll be able to control the ceiling fan blades. The first one's going to control the lights, and this will be the only place where you can actually turn off the blades from a switch itself, which would be this particular switch here. You can obviously go and pull the cords on the fan itself to turn the blades off and on or change the speed, but the only place to control the actual blades themselves are located right here. Now you do have another switch located over there which will control the light itself, as well as over there. That's a double switch. One will control the actually that'll control exterior, interior. No, those will control both exterior, but you have another switch over here to kill the lights of the power. So if you go into the master, that'll kill the light on the ceiling fan in the family room. If you go into that bedroom, that'll kill the light in the ceiling fan in the bedroom, and this will control the light and the blades here. Okay, so we walk up. This is your air conditioning unit. They have to come in and fix up the vent and everything, but that's not a big deal. And this is your air conditioning unit. A couple things you really do need to know about the maintenance of this. Once again, we're going to go over all this in your walkthrough, but I like to go over it in the video as well in case it is forgotten in the walkthrough process. Okay, this is a cap vent here, which I'll go over that in a second, but your air conditioning unit in Florida runs off of, has a pan on the bottom side. Whenever your air conditioning unit runs, just like in a car, it produces condensation. Under a car, it just drips off the bottom of the car, no big deal. In a house, you don't really want it dripping off and into the house. So what they do is they have a pan on the bottom side, and then the pan has a drain line. This is the drain line that runs to the outside of the home here. And that's the part of the line that we showed you outside, and we'll go over that in a walkthrough. There's a drain line that runs from here and goes outside next to your air conditioning unit and drains out there. It's all gravity fed, shouldn't affect anything. The problem is when you have standing water and you have running water, you have the potential for an algae buildup. So about once every month or once every 3 months, you want to pour a quarter cup of bleach down this line here. Hang on, let me get it off. I just had it off. Pour a quarter cup of bleach down this line, and this is the same line that comes from the pan and drains outside. And if you do, that'll kill the algae or any potential algae buildup in there. This is your filter. The first month you want to change it a couple times because the filter is going to get extremely dirty from you moving in and out and the dust from boxes, as well as the construction dust that'll still be in the air. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Now, when it comes to filters, the air conditioning company that installs them, as well as the manufacturer of the air conditioning unit, recommends that you go the cheapest ones you can find. You can go out and buy those extra Arm & Hammer allergy filters that filter out sinus allergies and everything else, but the problem is those actually work hard, make the air conditioning unit work harder than it needs to. So if you buy the cheapest filters you can buy, like 99 cents, $1, $2, whatever they are, they actually allow the air conditioning unit to pull more air through, and it works more efficiently. So your air conditioning unit will last longer, number one, and number two, your electricity bill will be a lot lower because of that. This is your front bedroom on the home. Once again, the light switch is on your left. The first switch will control the light, secondary one will control the fan. In this particular room, you do have a cable outlet which is located there. You have an electrical, 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 and electrical again. And then, of course, this is the closet, which they still have to come in and put the rack in at the top. While I'm in here in this particular room, that is the smoke detector for this room. All the smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors in the house are all wired together. This is your carbon monoxide detector for this room and the room that we just came out of. Every bedroom has a carbon monoxide detector on the outside of it, as well as a smoke detector on the inside. I will tell you, they also talk to you. So if you're in the house, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and your batteries are dying, all your smoke detectors are going to chirp at once, and you're going to hear a lady's voice that comes on and says, low battery. Or if there's a fire and the smoke detector goes off, it's going to say fire or carbon monoxide, vice versa, whatever it happens to be. And then we'll go over a little bit more as far as how to check the batteries and everything else in the walkthrough, because we'll have power and I'll be able to show you. This is the bathroom that these two bedrooms share. You've got your vanity. They haven't installed your light fixture yet, but your light fixture will go there, and they'll have a mirror below it. This is your towel rack, and this is your toilet paper rack, and this is your tub or shower, sorry, your toilet and your tub/shower combo unit. They don't have the doors installed in the closet in this bedroom yet, which is all stuff that should be done pretty soon. You've got a light switch located on the right. Like I said, first switch is for the light, secondary one is for the ceiling fan. It doesn't look like there's a cable outlet installed in this one, but you've got electrical, 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 and one more electrical located here. We're going to walk into your family room and walk back to the back bedroom. You do have a cable outlet and several electricals in the family room as well. Got a cable, electrical, 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 and then you've got one underneath the island and one located over here to the left of the island. Or not, sorry, the island, the bar. You guys did an arched opening going back to the back bedroom. This is your door here that goes in. It looks like you guys did a change where you actually opened the bathroom from there instead of in this particular bedroom. We've got electrical outlet, electrical, 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 electrical. Your light switches in this room are around the corner. Your first switch, once again, is for the light. Secondary one would be for a ceiling fan. And this is where the closet is. They don't have the doors on yet or the rack on the inside, but you saw them out in the garage. In the bathroom, you got two switches. It looks like they're going to be located here on the left. Or three switches. First switch will control the lights, which should be this one here. Second one, which should be an exterior vent. I believe this switch here is going to control the lights out in the porch, because I don't see anything else. This is your shower unit here. You've got your vanity, your mirror, and your lights will be located there. You've got a towel rack there, and then this, of course, is where the toilet's located at, and a toilet paper holder there. This is where your breakfast area is located at. This switch here should control the lights in the breakfast area, which is this one here. And you've got two electrical outlets located here, one there and one there. Your pantry. This is your open kitchen. This is an option you guys chose for the home. And they've got pendant lights that hang above the bar. This is where your kitchen layout is. The 42-inch upper cabinets. They still haven't come in and put your range or your microwave in yet, or your dishwasher. Now, in the kitchen, the switches are all a little bit different. One of these two switches is going to control the lights above the island hop-up, or above the bar hop-up. Secondary one is for a garbage disposal. We don't install a garbage disposal in the home, and the reason we do not is if you have one on the home, it's going to void the warranty on the septic tank. Your septic tank has a 1-year warranty. We usually recommend, if you're going to actually do a garbage disposal, to wait till the 1-year warranty's up. Secondary thing about a garbage disposal is if you buy one, make sure you buy one that is specific to septic tanks. They do make one that has extra gears and teeth inside of it to grind up all the extra in the little bitty pieces rather than bigger chunks that a normal garbage disposal would do. You can do one. I know plenty of people that have done it on their homes with no issues, but the company we get our septic tanks through give you a 1-year warranty. And if you have one on the septic tank and you have a septic tank issue, the first thing they're going to do is come inside and check for garbage disposal, and they're going to void the warranty if there is one. This is the only phone outlet that you guys have in the house. It's here in the kitchen. There are 2 GFIs in the kitchen. One located here and another one located here. I don't know if you guys know much about GFIs, but anywhere there's water access point in the house, there's GFIs. There's one that runs all the bathrooms, and then there's 2 in the kitchen. One that runs this side of the kitchen, and then this one over here runs the other side of the kitchen. And your island is actually located on one of them. I'm not sure which one it is, because there's a power outlet there on the island. That is your home. I believe I've done every room. Thinking off the top of my head, yes I have. If you guys have any questions at all, please do not hesitate whatsoever to call or email me at any time. In the email that I'm going to send you guys, my information's on the bottom. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and if you have any questions, let me know.